Months after losing a libel case against British newspaper, Johnny Depp has won a legal battle against Amber Heard, his former wife. Johnny Depp or Amber Heard have not reacted to the ruling on their social media accounts. Depp wins big in newest court bombshell. The actor has been granted a motion to establish whether or not the Aquaman actress donated her $7 million divorce settlement to a charity. The ruling, given by a judge in New York, said American Civil Liberties Union must provide documentation that confirms whether Amber Heard gave the nonprofit organization a donation from the $7 million she received in her divorce settlement from Depp, as well as the Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Mr. Depp is most gratified by the court's decision, Depp's attorney told USA Today. Amber Heard had given evidence against Depp in the actor's case against the British newspaper which the Hollywood star was suing for calling him wife-beater. Johnny Depp has scored a rare victory in his lengthy and bitter divorce case against his ex-wife actress Amber Heard. A New York judge partially granted a petition from the Pirates of the Caribbean star to determine if Heard had followed through on her promise of donating her $7 million divorce settlement to the American Civil Liberties Union and the Children's Hospital Los Angeles. As per the ruling, the ACLU must release documents that confirm whether or not Heard had made the donation, which has become a point of contention in the former couple's legal saga. Mr. Depp is most gratified by the court's decision, Depp's lawyer Benjamin Chu told USA Today. The latest ruling is significant in that the promised donation was cited by a judge in the UK while deciding on a libel case brought about by Depp against publishers of The Sun after a 2018 headline labeled him a wife-beater. Giving evidence in February, Heard said, "I remained financially independent from him, Depp, the whole time we were together, and the entire amount of my divorce settlement was donated to charity." Judge Andrew Nicol commented in the London case, ruling that the donation of the $7 million to charity is hardly the act one would expect of a gold digger. Depp, who characterized Heard as a gold digger while claiming her accusations that he was violent towards her were a hoax, lost the case. A few days later, the actor announced he was resigning from Fantastic Beasts 3 after pressure was brought to bear by the film's producers. In a letter to fans, Depp, who played the wizard Gellert Grindelwald in the Harry Potter spin-offs, said he respected that and agreed to that request. Depp and Heard married in 2015 after meeting on the set of the 2011 film The Rum Diary. Heard filed for divorce in 2016, alleging that the actor had been verbally and physically abusive throughout their relationship. Their divorce was finalized in 2017, with Depp asked to pay $7 million in settlement, which Heard pledged to donate to charity. Following his libel case loss in 2018, Depp sued Heard for $50 million for an op-ed she wrote in the Washington Post titled, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change." In the suit, Depp claimed he had suffered financial losses because of the accusations, including being dropped from his role as Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Announcing the ruling at the Royal Courts of Justice in London, Lord Justice Nicholas Underhill said the appeal had no real prospect of success and that there is no other compelling reason for it to be heard, according to The Independent. Last week, the producer of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, Peter Safran, said he would never react to fan pressure to remove Heard from the franchise. One is not unaware of what is going on in the Twitterverse, but that doesn't mean you have to react to it or take it as gospel or accede to their wishes. You have to do what's right for the film, and that's really where we landed on it, Safran said on the Deadline Hero Nation podcast. Days after his defeat in the UK courts over a libel suit he brought against British tabloid The Sun, Johnny Depp declared he was stepping back from Fantastic Beasts 3. "I wish to let you know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Bros. From my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to that request," the actor posted on Instagram. As far as celebrity admissions go, it's a unicorn, in that it is rare for a star to openly admit to having been asked to leave. The phrase, "mutually and amicably agreed to part ways," has long been the go-to statement when it comes to public relations image mitigation in Hollywood. However, in an age of social media, when industry leaks are part and parcel of the communications landscape, if Depp had opted for the tried and tested mutual agreement formula, how long would it have been until the truth that he was pushed rather than jumped came out? In the conclusion of the case, Depp brought against The Sun, which had branded him a wife-beater in a 2018 article, Judge Andrew Nicole wrote, "The defendants have shown that what they published in the meaning which I have held the words to bear was substantially true." Substantially true, meaning that Depp has been declared a wife-beater, and in a Hollywood still reeling from the allegations against Harvey Weinstein and the impact of the #MeToo movement, major studios are no longer prepared to alienate millions of customers for the sake of one actor. So, Warner Bros. Did what any studio would do, and parted ways with the man who was once among the most bankable stars in the world. After all, they have their brand to think of, and with 97 years in the business and a $14 billion turnover to protect, Depp was not a hill Warner Bros. Was prepared to die on. Depp, for his part, called the judgment surreal and said he plans to appeal. For anyone to come out and say I was fired is really diminishing, notes Joanna Richmond, psychological therapist at CBT Dubai. This has never happened to Depp before, and I am sure the response had to be worded this way because the studio released a statement saying they had parted ways with him. It would have been a real blow to his idealized self, which is why I am sure he will want to continue with his legal suits. Losing the court case was losing his own self-perception, his ideal self being the famous, much-loved movie star. His self-esteem is based on his work. His identity is so interrelated with his movie star persona that he cannot accept he was ever violent or aggressive, losing the love of fans and media. When in the midst of a PR crisis, the first step would be to formulate a strategy, brief your team, and ensure everyone is on the same page, says Momina Qaudry, communications manager at Spread Communications, a Dubai agency that specializes in reputation management. The next steps would be to draft your holding statements, be clear on messaging, and also finalize the channel of communication, after which all affected parties must be identified and managed accordingly.